Today at Level Up, can you guess what is inside this glowing box? I'm glad to have you here. Yes, and I have tons of other videos just like this one, right over there. Do you know, I just made a video about which kind of keyboard you should select. And one of the keyboards that I show is the ROG Falchion, whatever. You tell me what is the right pronunciation down here in the comments. I will call it Falcon, okay? And I love the keyboard. That's the keyboard. What a beautiful keyboard, right? But wait, not exactly like that. Yeah, something underneath the eyes that you couldn't imagine. Let me show you. Check it out. This new beauty here. That's a new kind, a new family, a new breed of keyboards. That's the ROG Falchion. And yes, it's super cool. Well, that's fast unboxing, right? And you can see what is inside. Yes, it's a keyboard. Let me show you in details what this beautiful, compact, look, this is a crazy keyboard. It's so compact. What this compact keyboard can do and how it works. I think you're gonna enjoy a lot, like I'm enjoying right now. Okay, so let's check the details. Underneath this thing, this is, I can tell you, something that maybe you don't notice, but it's something that I have to tell you. This is rubber. It's not plastic only. No, it's not hard plastic. This is a rubber feeling here. And it's so beautiful, like the details of ROG, so well built. You know, you can read ROG everywhere. And I like that this is also can work like a base and can protect for outer dirty in these areas here, you know. So the dirty hardly go there. Also, all the glowing around, this kind of keep the glow inside this area, doesn't expand, but this is one option for sure. If you want, you can just remove these and have your keyboard super compact, super light, super nice, super sturdy. That's one of the best keyboards I ever had. And I love the fact it's compact and I can take everywhere I want. Super sturdy. I'm putting a lot of pressure here, trying to bend it, but it's not easy to bend it. It's super well done, super well constructed. There is metal. This is a metal part here. It's super premium, you know. And I love the details on this keyboard. I love the fact there is a compact and you can travel with it and put in your bag. And won't take too much space, because look at that. Let me show you how it compares to a Nintendo Switch on sizes. Check that. That's a Nintendo Switch over it. It's not much bigger than a Nintendo Switch, you know. It's just a little bit more. And it's perfect for my gaming on PC when I'm traveling. I love the fact that I can take this just like I take my Nintendo Switch. For sure, it's a different comparison, right? Because this is a full system, but I always take my notebook with me, my ROG notebook with me. So having this keyboard, it's a perfect combination, and it's quite beautiful, you know. So good to have a mechanical keyboard on this size. That's a different league of keyboards, you know. You can see all the connections. It does use the Cherry MX, which is made in German, which is it's incredible. And you can change those connections if you want for different kind of key fillings and typing. It's up to you, right? How much tension, how fast, how silent they are, if they're more clicky or not. So that you have. You don't need to change all the Cherry connections. You can if you want, but you don't need to. You can change only here for your game or only here. Depends what you're looking for. One thing that I like about this keyboard, you have two options. You have the Type-C here, so you can do the connection on your computer with a cable, just like this one that comes together in the box. So you have a type C, type A cable. You connect the type C here, the type A on your computer, and you have no lag at all. Or you can do this, and I love the fact this is with a magnet. This is like the wireless 2.4 gigahertz, and it has magnets. Check that. How cool is that? See, like I barely come here and it wants to get in, and it won't get out that easy. You can also turn off if you're not using. So if you're pressing keys like I'm doing now, nothing will happen if you turn off. Just turn off. Battery safe. The battery here is supposed to last 450 hours, but have in mind that 450 hours on this device is when the RGB lighting is off. With RGB lighting on, ASUS say that's gonna be 50 hours of usage with this keyboard. It's so many things. Like there is one detail that I love. You see here, this is the battery. This is how much battery it has, but it's way more than that. This is also volume key. So if I do like this, I'm raising the volume or putting the volume down, or if I want to stop in one particular place, I can do that. And you can see more details here because you see there's like a bar here. And this bar, when I'm typing, I can see right away in which level I am. If I'm going up or going down, I can see on the bar. And this is so cool. So cool. It helps a lot. Also, you can see there is like the caps light here. If I turn caps on, because I'm not connected now, but if I was connected, you're gonna see the caps on. This light will turn on. And if I lock with function and lock the Windows button, this turns on just like it did it. And I can unlock the Windows button. Sometimes it's annoying, especially for gaming. So yeah, I love it. And I love the fact that besides the fact is 65% of a full keyboard. So I have some images here I'd like to show you comparing the keyboard with a full keyboard and a TKL keyboard. TKL is actually 80% of the full size of a keyboard, and this one is around 68% of full size keyboard. Is way smaller and it's so portable. So also imagine if you're gonna take this with you, because this is way lighter than the other keyboards, and the construction is so good. But if you're gonna put this in your backpack, what's gonna happen? Probably some keys may get out or get scratched. Don't worry, use the cover. And you're gonna take inside your backpack and it'll be protected. And that's a super good idea and super portable, you know, and you can turn off for sure. So you don't have like special lights inside your bag, for sure. But also this can go down so you don't lose it and don't become like an extra piece everywhere, and you can keep typing, and it's super good because again, it's a Cherry MX. I like how thick it is. If you compare to others, I also show a comparison video about this thickness. Even if I compare to the Nintendo Switch, so you can imagine on your backpack how this will take space. It's not much, right? The thickness is not much. Check that. It's quite compared. So it's okay. It's just like face as a Nintendo Switch, a second Nintendo Switch you have in your backpack. And another thing that I love it's rubber here, rubber pad here, and they have different tactile surfaces. So there is like a sleek surface, small triangle here, you see, and there is this made. So I think for different surfaces, this may behave differently. And if you put this up, you can increase the angle of your keyboard attack. So also you can have maybe better position for typing, which is really good. And there's also rubber on the tips of these fits here. So it's really, really nice. I love the construction, the details, the way it's built. It's well think, it's well done. And I love also the things you can do with the function button, because if you pay attention, one thing is the keyboard like this, right? It's beautiful. But the other thing are all the functions you have with the function key that's printed on the front side of the keys. So even if with this compact format, so compact, so small, you can still have a lot of functionalities, you know, like for instance, if I press function here, I can increase the light or decrease the light of the keyboard, which is super cool. Or I can change the modes of the RGB light. And there are different modes I can change. Whatever mode I think it's the best. So let me see this one. This one is cool. What else? Oh, this one is full keys on the side. What else? So I think I'm all on this side. Let me check. This is cool. There are several modes. You can program modes. You can program macros. You can do macros right away, you know, with function key and macro. And you can select the macro you want to do. And then once it's done, you can hit macro. So for instance, like if I want to do a function macro, right? Function macro. And I want to do that on the M key. So the M key will be the key that I'm going to use for the macro. Once it's done, macro again. And it's macro now on M. You see, it hits only the M, get the macro and hits here. So that's really cool, you know, like if you're doing that, you're definitely gonna love it. And now it's recorded. So now the M key is a macro key. If I do macro M, it will do the job, which is really cool. So you can do that. Also, you can manage that on the software that you have and the Aura Sync. You can sync these RGB lights with your Asus ROG notebook or even other lighting systems they have inside for different devices they have. And it's really, really nice to have. And don't forget that not only the controls on the function keys you have for the keyboard itself, but also you have the controls of the F keys up there and even the volume key. You can have like volume key here using the function button and doing the volume up, volume down. So this can work, and next song, pause, play, it's all there. You also, with the function key, you have this key here that you can turn on and off this bar. So if you don't want to use this bar, if it's annoying you somehow, you can go and turn off. So if you turn off, nothing will happen. If you turn on, then you can control. So it's pretty much a lot of control in such a small, smart device. And there's a lot of macros you can put here as well for gaming that can be programmed on your software, which is crazy good. But it will belong to the keyboard itself once programmed on the software. And again, to me, the best about this keyboard, it's the fact that I can take anywhere a mechanical keyboard that I can play. I love the fact to play this and take with me anywhere and fit in my backpack and don't be too heavy. And also not too light, because if a keyboard is too light, it will lose control. But because it's heavy enough, I have perfect typing. Oh, I love this sound, and I love the way it's typing. But also I can tell you, like, this is really, really nice keyboard for working and for doing whatever you want. Especially gaming, come on. What can I say? I love it. I love it. So it's my portable keyboard, and I want to show you so you can have an idea how it looks like. And the devices we come with, like, come with this cable and come with an interesting adapter, which is this one. That's a very interesting adapter, right? You see it? Yeah. So it's USB type C here and type A here. Why? Because they say that if you want to extend the range from, let's say you have a desktop, right? And you want to do wireless. So you take this and put it here. So now you can extend from the very away place your desktop is with this cable and bring this more to a closer place to your keyboard, and then you have a better reception, which in my opinion make no sense. Just put the cable and there we go. But if you want, you have this option. I think it's good to have, although I don't think I'm gonna use it at all. And another point that I like very much is the fact that this keyboard, it's probably my dream keyboard for traveling. And I always wanted to have a keyboard for traveling, but I never had it. And I have to deal with different keyboards from different notebooks along the time. And it's really hard to find a notebook with a good keyboard for productivity. But having this is perfect for me. That's why I keep on having mouses and when I travel, but keyboard is something that I was missing for a long time. And this is, my friend, that's the future. That's what I want. And it's probably one of the most incredible things I ever thought to have, and now I have it. I know that this kind of keyboard is not for anyone. It's very special and it's very premium. It's really well done. But I'd like to share with all of you that this kind of different league of keyboard that I'm using now for a while, I didn't have the chance to travel with it. I really want to during the pandemic and everything that is happening, but I'm starting to use in different places at home. Yeah. And I'm enjoying to have such a tiny keyboard. I'm even considering to put in my desk here along the other computers I have this keyboard because it fits. It's so tiny that fits anywhere in my desk, even in a place that I'm using other keyboard, because it's additional keyboard, and I'm considering to use this one probably as my main keyboard, which is kind of weird. That's the feeling I have. I don't know if I'm too much emotionally attached to this guy because I found this so well done, so perfectly done, or it's because it's really good. Probably it is. That's my feeling. Yeah. Did you level up your knowledge about a new kind of keyboard you can take with you everywhere? I hope you did it. So keep tuned for more videos like this here on the Gamer Changer. See you soon, folks.